This leg of our trip took us from the Yucatan over the central Mexican plateau near Mexico City and back down the west coast on the famous Devil's Backbone. We left Escarcega heading west. We knew that our friends Katie and Craig were headed our way in the opposite direction, and we were sure that we were going to see them because there aren't that many adventure bikes down in Mexico.
Look who we ran into in the middle of Mexico. It's Katie and Craig. We're going to go get some breakfast or lunch or tacos or something in the next town.
We backtracked 10 minutes to the village of Cartel, and after having some weird ham and cheese quesadillas, we pulled out the maps and discussed the pros and cons of visiting Copper Canyon. We parted ways with Katie and Craig and headed towards Mexico City.
Yummy.
Our route took us across the center of Mexico and up onto the central plateau. The ridge of the plateau was steep and twisty. It's a good thing it was 2 lanes. There was a lot of truck traffic and it was slow. We decided we'd rely on a trusted hotel chain for our next night. By accident, we got on the raised highway that bypassed the entire city of Puebla. As it turns out, missing Puebla was probably the best thing that happened. We ended up at La Mission Grand Hotel, which was a beautiful renovated monastery. The owner told us that we absolutely had to visit the town of San Miguel de Allende, and he convinced us it was one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico. After a short ride the next day, we arrived at San Miguel de Allende and we gazed at its beauty from the viewpoint. The church spires and the purple jacaranda trees are breathtaking. The trip down from the lookout to the hotel was so steep I couldn't even let go of my handlebars to turn on the camera.
Garmin, calculate the worst route possible to my hotel. Is your destination going to include one-way streets, no stop signs, doors opening suddenly? Is that going to be included, sir? Yes, Garmin, please calculate that. One-eyed Chihuahua.
We were able to park our bikes a block away in a private parkade.
We're staying at a place called ccMixter in San Miguel de Allende, and this is the courtyard. Very pretty.
We went exploring and found a rooftop patio on top of ccMixter.
Fantastic view.
The center of town was only 2 blocks away. That made it pretty easy to explore all the cathedrals in the center square. road from Durango down to Mazatlan is definitely worth riding. It's called the Devil's Backbone for a reason.
We're on the toll highway from Durango to Mazatlan. We're driving through the beautiful pine forest with some really neat cutouts in the rock. And pretty soon we're going to take off and take the old Highway 40, the free road, because apparently it's pretty nice and slippery. We're on one of those emergency ramps.
This road has 115 bridges, 8 of which are over 250 meters high, and it has 63 tunnels with a combined length of over 16 kilometers. The longest one here is almost 3 kilometers. The tallest bridge is the Boularte suspension bridge. It's nearly 400 meters from the riverbed, and it's a whole kilometer long.
Man, it looks like logging's big business up here.
What?
Wow.
129 pesos? Holy crikeys, you're breaking me. Gotcha.
Hey, somebody's selling gorditas in 100 meters. It's not really fair that they charge a toll for a road under construction.
Yeah, because they're supposed to be charging you the toll because it's quicker and faster. Well, it's not with all this construction.
Right. Oh, there's the bridge.
Yeah, that looks interesting. No, that's not the bridge. But it looks like part of the road is given away. Look at that.
Holy shit.
We figured it would take us 4 hours on the main road, and we wanted to experience the free road but didn't want it to take up our whole entire day. As things go, the construction on the new road was so horrendous we hacked a Yui and got onto the free road sooner than expected. It was certainly slow going. The old road is 100 kilometers longer than the new road. Those twisties certainly add up. The Devil's Backbone is infamous for being the heart of the drug cartel activity, winding its way through marijuana and opium poppy fields. Well, we didn't see any evidence of this criminal activity.
Okay, this reminds me of the time in Mexico when we had to go through a little tiny village that it said was a on-ramp to the highway. It was like all the way up into here, and we had chihuahuas chase us, and we had chickens scream at us, and it was just all around stupid. what? That came from the yard. A piggy! There's a pig!
Yeah, you wouldn't like it. It'll get you there, but not like that.
It's definitely doable, but this rock, I'm worried about the panniers.
After our GPSs took us for a crazy ride to get back onto the freeway, we finally made it down to Meselan.
But you know what? This brings up a song that I have to sing. Garmin, oh Garmin, take me through the muggers and crazy people. Take me through the hookers and drug deals. Take me through the weather that's 40 below. Take me over top of a volcano. And now we interrupt your awesome credits to bring you Max's Mexican joke of the day. The question is, what does a Mexican fish do when it's bored? Nada.